You did everything right. You cut carbs, skipped the bread basket, suffered through the first week. Then the test says you are not in ketosis. Or worse, it says you are crushing it while your waistline does nothing. 3 tests can give you 3 different stories on the same day, and that is how people waste weeks chasing a number instead of results. If your keto test is steering your decisions, you need to know what it is actually measuring, or it will lie to you with confidence. Moving to slide 2. Ketones are not one thing. Blood meters read BHB, the main ketones circulating in your blood. Urine strips read AKAC, mostly what your body did not use. Breath devices read acetone, a byproduct that shows up when ketones break down. You can be in the same metabolic state and get different readings because these signals convert into each other and they lag differently. Once you separate the 3, the confusion stops feeling personal. Moving to slide 3. Urine strips are the spill. They measure acetoacetate that your body is dumping, not what you are burning. That is why hydration changes the color so much. Drink more water and the same amount of ketones looks lighter. Wake up dry and it looks darker. They are most useful in the first week or 2, when your body is still learning to use ketones and you tend to waste more. After you adapt, you often spill less, even if fat loss is going great. The biggest trap is using a darker strip as permission to eat more fat. More dietary fat can raise ketones and slow your calorie deficit at the same time. A strip can reward the exact behavior that stalls you. Moving to slide 4. If you use strips, avoid the easy mistakes. Do not compare a morning test to an afternoon test. Morning dehydration alone can make the color look like a win. Control your timing. Pick one consistent window and stick to it for a week before you interpret a trend. Also, watch interference. High-dose vitamin C can distort some strip readings. Expired or heat-exposed strips misread too, so store them sealed and cool and toss them after the date. If you want a simple daily signal, your breath often beats the strip. A noticeable keto breath shift can confirm you are producing ketones without pretending to quantify fat loss. The strip is not a progress photo, and it is not a scale. Moving to slide 5. Blood meters are the snapshot. They measure BHB circulating right now, so they are the most precise option if you have a specific target, like therapeutic ketosis for seizures, migraines, or certain clinical protocols. But blood is sensitive to timing. A hard workout, a long fast, a high-protein meal, stress, or even poor sleep can shift the number without changing your long-term trend. If you test, standardize it. Same time of day, same conditions, and look for patterns over several days, not single readings. Also plan for cost and finger sticks. Most importantly, a higher BHB number is still not a fat test. It is a fuel in the blood test, and fuel can be coming from your plate or your body. Moving to slide 6. A blood ketone meter feels objective, but it has blind spots. If you take exogenous ketones, your BHB can spike even if you are not burning much body fat. After a hard workout, BHB can drop because your muscles pull ketones out of the blood and use them, so a low number can actually reflect high demand. Illness, poor sleep, and stress hormones can also push glucose up and change how much ketone shows up in circulation. And glucose still matters, because high glucose plus high ketones often means you just added ketones on top, not that you shifted fuel use. Treat one reading like one frame of a movie. What matters is the pattern, and whether your body is actually using what it makes and what it measures. Moving to slide 7. Breath testing looks at acetone, which is a byproduct that rises when ketones are being produced and used over time. That makes it a decent signal for fat oxidation trends, especially if you test consistently. It also often lags behind blood BHB. You can see blood ketones rise quickly, while breath takes longer to climb as acetone builds and is exhaled. Device accuracy varies a lot, and hydration, mouth alcohol, and recent eating can throw it off, so you do not want to obsess over single points. Use breath like a dashboard gauge, not a lab report. If your weekly trend is rising while your habits stay steady, you are usually moving toward more consistent fat burning. Moving to slide 8. Timing can change your reading more than your diet did. A fasted morning test is usually your cleanest baseline, because you have not stacked food, caffeine, or activity on top of it. After a meal, ketones often dip, even on low carb, because insulin rises and temporarily suppresses ketone release. Exercise can swing readings both ways. Long, steady work can raise ketones later, while high intensity can lower them during and right after, as your body leans on glucose and uses circulating ketones faster. Alcohol is its own wrench, because your liver prioritizes clearing it, which can suppress ketone production for hours. If you want data you can trust, test at the same time each day, under the same conditions, and let your routine reveal the signal. Moving to slide 9. Here's the flip that confuses a lot of people. Early on, you may see higher blood BHB because your liver is making ketones faster than your tissues can use them, so more spills into the bloodstream. As you adapt, your muscles and other tissues get better at pulling ketones out and burning them, and your body also gets better at using fat directly. That can drive your blood BHB down, even though you are deeper in ketosis functionally. Lower numbers are not automatically worse. They can mean you have less overflow, because demand and delivery are matched. Breath can behave differently. Once you are producing and using ketones steadily, acetone output may rise or stay higher, because the whole system is running more consistently, even if blood BHB looks modest. This is why chasing a specific blood number can backfire. If your energy is stable, hunger is calmer, and your training and mood are improving, your metabolism is doing the job, even if the meter looks less dramatic. Let results be the judge, and use the tool to support the goal, not replace it. Moving to slide 10. Match the test to what you are trying to do. If you are using ketosis therapeutically, where precise ranges matter, blood BHB is usually the most actionable, and you track it alongside glucose. If your goal is weight loss, you do not need perfect numbers. You need consistency, so focus on trends, weekly averages, and how your appetite and adherence are going. For performance, test around training, not randomly. Compare a rest day to a hard session, and look for patterns that help you fuel and recover. If it is mostly curiosity, keep it simple. Pick one time of day, one device, and avoid turning it into a daily referendum on your progress. Your budget matters too, because the best testing method is the one you can afford to do consistently enough to learn from, then turn into a simple routine. Moving to slide 11. Keep testing simple so you actually stick with it. Pick one main metric to anchor everything, like blood ketones, breath acetone, or glucose. Then get your fasted baseline for 3 mornings in a row. Same wake time, before coffee, before exercise. After that, run one food experiment at a time. Change only one thing, like adding a specific snack or swapping a dinner carb source, and measure at the same time points each day. While you do it, track sleep and stress with quick notes, because a rough night can shift numbers more than the food did. Once a week, zoom out and look for trends, not drama. Simple beats perfect, and quality control makes simple trustworthy. Moving to slide 12. Quality control is where most people lose the plot. Start with your hands. Wash with soap, rinse well, and dry completely. Ketone and glucose meters can read wrong if there is sweat, food residue, or even hand sanitizer still on your skin. If you just handled fruit, lotion, or a supplement powder, wash again. For strips, check the expiration date and storage. Keep them sealed, cool, and dry. A strip left out on a humid counter can drift. Use a fresh strip each time, and do not reuse lancets until they are dull and causing you to squeeze hard, because heavy squeezing can dilute the sample with tissue fluid. If your strip system uses coating, confirm the code matches the vial, because a mismatch can skew the result. With breath devices, calibrate on the schedule the manufacturer recommends, and do your breath the same way each time. Same depth, same exhale length, and avoid testing right after mouthwash, alcohol-based sprays, or vaping. If a reading looks suspicious, do not argue with it. Repeat it. If the repeat is still weird, change the strip or redo the breath test after a few minutes. Clean inputs give you numbers you can actually interpret. Moving to slide 13. When you look at numbers, context beats thresholds. A single high or low reading is rarely a verdict. What matters is whether you see stable patterns across similar days. Compare to your own baseline first. If your fasted value has been consistent for 2 weeks, a shift that holds for 3 days is more meaningful than a one-off spike. Sometimes pairing ketones with glucose helps. If ketones dip, but glucose is also lower and you feel better, that may be progress. If ketones dip and glucose rises after the same meal, that is a useful signal to adjust that meal, not your whole life. Keep outcomes primary. Energy, cravings, training performance, sleep quality, and waist trend are the scoreboard. Numbers are just the instrument panel. Once you can read your patterns calmly, the next move gets obvious. Moving to slide 14. Your best next move is to pick one primary goal, like fat loss, endurance, mental clarity, or blood sugar stability. Choose one testing method that fits your budget and consistency, then commit to 4 weeks without hopping between gadgets. If you want help choosing, comment the tool you are using right now. Subscribe for the next guide. This content is for education only and is not medical advice. Consult a qualified clinician for diagnosis or treatment. Stable blood sugar changes everything.